Friends, a very happy Sunday, and Mythbuster Arun Pannalal is here with you again with a small episode. Graciously thank each and everyone for the high response you have given to me on my last episode which I had telecast. And now I come to you with a little more detailed observations, what I have been able to figure out in my 25 years of activism amongst the Christian community. So here it is, and here we go. I'll try to bring to you some facts and figures and my experiences about persecution. First, let's start the timeline of the persecution. When did it start in India? Then I'll go into the details. Then I open up this interaction with your learned selves so we can get some inputs and move ahead in the right direction. Persecution, if you will observe in India, because I talk about India and I talk about Chhattisgarh because this is the place where I have been working, and I have been working very hard for the last 25 years. I just know each and every tribal belt at the back of my palm, and so here we are. So what I observe and see is that persecution has gained momentum only in the last span of 30 or 40 years. Before that, it was very rare phenomena somewhere if somebody is getting persecuted. These are the facts. Now I come to the fact of why is this particular time span of, say, let's put it to 30 years. In this 30 years, why the persecution has started into such a high level? What are the fears? What are the anomalies? And what are the solutions? These are the things which I will like to open up so that we can discuss and think about it. So the first thing what I think about is, and what I have observed, and rightly so, the Home Minister, Honorable Amit Shah ji, and also the RSS Chairman Mohan Bhagwat ji, they have rightly pointed out, and even Rajnath Singh in his last tenure, which I have been closely following, and they have all pointed out that there is a demographic change. And I agree very much to their point of view. There is a demographic change. Now, what is this demographic change? People are confused and putting this demographic change in Christianity to religious conversions. Whereas the fact remains, a huge demographic change. This is what I observed. In hordes, people are not satisfied in the current state of affairs where they are living, where they are subjected to all sorts of harassment, inhuman treatment, and so naturally they try to come to the church or come to a place where they find some sort of a relief. This is the main reason of conversion. Now, conversion, I strongly defend and say that conversions are not taking place. There is a flow of huge human mind, and they are trying to find some solace in some system of belief where they can live freely as human beings. This is the main thing. Now, when they come to Christianity, they only come to the church, and after coming to the church, they get an equal treatment. Their fears are allayed. Prayer is there. Prayer healing is there. And so these things, so now they are only coming to the church, and this is a very vast majority which are listening to the pastors. They are coming to the church, but they have not converted themselves, either legally or even from the angle of baptism. They have not baptized themselves, and this is a huge majority. Now let me break down these figures for Chhattisgarh. In Chhattisgarh, what I estimate and what RSS is also estimated is this, that Chhattisgarh has got a Christian following of around 20 lakhs. Out of this 20 lakhs, I peg the mainline churches following to be somewhere in the figure of around 4 lakhs. And I give around 2.6 lakhs to the Catholic people over here, and to other mainline churches such as the Church of North India and some organized Pentecostal churches. We are left with around 70 to 75% of Christians. Now, who are these people? From these people, I again give around 20% of the population to the Pentecostal churches. These are the people who have been working on the field, and they have been going with just a one-man army, and they are evangelizing people. So this is the demographics which I understand. Now we are left with another huge 30 or 40% of demographic data, and that is the people what I have been addressing. And I, in many of my speeches, many of my interactions with the government, I have told that these people are not Christians, but they are coming to the church. So this is and this demographic change is threatening the lifestyle first of the other communities. Then the government is scared, be it Congress government or BJP government, they don't welcome any sort of coagulation, they don't welcome any sort of concentration of a single thought of people. And that is happening, and that is the reason why so many attacks are being done on the Christian community over here. Now the question is, these attacks are not going to deter the person who is at the receiving end. Now let's also look into the mensae of that person who is coming to the church. Why is he coming to the church? Why is he leaving his particular system, his belief systems? Why is he leaving his faith? And why is he trying to come over here? First thing, I blatantly accuse to all the governments, they have not been able to give them the medical facilities. No sort of relief is available to them. This is the biggest cause. Now they come in hope of getting relief from their illnesses, and they come to a pastor, they come to pray. And this is not a phenomena which is limited only to the Christian community. This is also happening in other communities. There is a tribe known as Baga over here. They just pray and do some black magic and some sort of things they do. And you will be amazed to know that those Bagas and many people, they are not doing all this free of cost. They are charges. Some people are charging little amount and some people are charging huge amounts of money. And this type of evangelism which is taking place in the villages amongst the tribals, amongst the have-nots, amongst the people who are in lot of trouble over there, these people, they get solace when a pastor does not charge anything but prays for them. And it is their faith, and it is their, whatever you call it, faith in the Lord or faith in themselves. But faith cure happens and they get okay. They get rid of their diseases, ailments. So this is the reason why they continue coming to the church. Now, as I had earlier said, that these fears now have to be allayed of the other community, and it's not easy, because once your son is leaving your own house, it won't be easy to make the father understand why he is leaving. So these are the issues what I have gathered. And the second issue, what I feel is that lack of ethical education system is the root cause of all the persecution amongst any community. Not only Christians, Muslims are being persecuted, the scheduled castes are being persecuted, the OBCs are being persecuted. Though this persecution phenomena is there because we have not been able to educate our masses in the most ethical manner. We are selling only literacy to them. This is the cause. We had a very nice mission school system. I strongly vouch for them, that they inculcated some sort of principles in the lives of the people. There are so many good leaders who have studied in the mission schools and gone up to become the presidents of India. And our chief minister today in Chhattisgarh, he is also a product of a mission school. So these are the things, that education is being destroyed and medical facilities are not reaching the people. This is the biggest cause of the demographic change which is taking place. And now how do we address this? This will be a two-phase address which we will try to discuss, and I would very much welcome to have inputs from you and thrash out some sort of alternatives where peace prevails. This is all I had to say, and we hope that we continue and go ahead strongly with this particular mission. Thank you all, and I praises to the Lord, and thank you for giving me a peaceful hearing.